Hi, and welcome to Science Time with Miss Victoria. This program is recommended for ages 6 and up, but as always, it depends on the science and STEM experiment that we are doing today. So, just like always, let's go ahead and begin. Now, before we get started, make sure you wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. You can go ahead and refer back to our Facebook page or YouTube, Corpus Christi Public Libraries, in which I have a little video to where I wash my hands to the Rhine Ferris Jacques, and I do top and bottom, in between, rub it all together, your hands, and I do that slow and I repeat it fast. That comes out to about 25 seconds. Once your hands are nice and dry, next thing we need to do is to gather our supplies. However, I haven't told you yet what we're doing, so let's hold off and move on to the last thing, which is adult supervision. And I always say just in case, because the majority of these you can do on your own, but it's always nice to have an adult present so you can help with the gathering the supplies. And if you have any questions or need an extra hand, you have your parent, or any adult present. Now, let's go ahead and find out what we're making and what supplies we're going to need. All right. So today we're going to be making a different version of Squid Divers. All right, now they're also called Cartesian divers, and a lot of times you can get science kits for these, and what they use is like a pipette. They use like a hex, I want to say not like a little gear, like you need a nut, I guess a hex nut, and you put it at the bottom and do all these different things. You can have like a little fishing lure to put, cover over to look like a squid. But we're going to be doing the short version to where all the supplies is at your house. Very simple, very quick and easy. First thing we're going to need is a water bottle. So I have some already. I've got two just in case. Now if you have an empty one, just fill it up with water. That's all you need, is like a water bottle for this. And you're going to be needing straws. Now when it comes to the straw, you want one that's going to be able to bend. That's why I put bending, because you want it to have that bending. And you're going to see why we need that. If you have a straight one, it's not going to work. So try to get one that bends. If you need to, go to one of the stores and get some straws that bend. You're also going to need paper clips. Now I have two different types of paper clips. I have a box of paper clips that are just your regular, you can see the paper clips. Now I have the other paper clips that has like a plastic coating. You can do whichever one. I'm going to be using the ones with the coating, but you can do either one. It should still work. It's always a good thing to try both. You never know. I also have Sharpie, which I don't have present, and googly eyes, which are optional. You'll see why. That's primarily mainly for decoration. And I don't have it listed here, but I'm going to go ahead and just let y'all know. This is your E6000, the glue that I had mentioned in previous experiments. You can use this to be able to seal the lid of the water bottle, so that way none of the water spills out. This is optional. I didn't put it on here because you really don't need it, but parents, you might want to. If your child's gonna, when the experiment tell you what we're doing, you might change your mind and get one of these. And you're gonna need scissors, obviously, and we'll let you know when it comes to the steps, which are next. So let's go ahead and get to our steps. Okay, now there's a lot, it looks like there's a lot of steps, but a lot of these you can just do back to back and real quick and easy. First thing is we're gonna get our straw, and I'm just gonna grab a new straw. Hopefully it's one that I haven't used already and I can bend it. So here's our straw. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch it out first because I wanted to get this part that bends. And what you're gonna do is you want to bend it until it touches the straw or touches itself, like you can see here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your scissors and you're gonna cut right where it matches. Now this could be your squid. To me, it seems a little too long for me, so I'm gonna cut it again in half. I don't want it too much, so I'm gonna cut it again. That is optional, you don't have to do that. I'm going to grab that before it falls all over the floor. Okay, so now we have it. Now you want to keep holding the straw bended, and we're going to grab one paper clip first. And I'm going to go ahead and change the color and go with the green one. You're going to get it and you're going to stick it in the straw. Now you can see where it clips. You want it to catch the other part of the straw. Like that. Now you can use the inside one here if you want to, so you can clip on the outside. Not really necessary. You primarily just want to get the other one to connect. Now once you have that, now you can go ahead and get your other one. You want to get at least 2, or you can make it 3. But I'm gonna just add 2 more paper clips, so it'll be a total of 3. We're just gonna hook it onto this one. Have it come around. There we go. And let's go ahead and give one more. Let's go ahead and we'll get our red one. Here, flip it around. Okay. So now we have our 3. I'll lay that down. Just have that set aside. Now after we already attached the 2 paper clips, this is where you can decorate if you want. You can get a Sharpie and just on the straw, maybe put 2 eyes. If you have googly eyes, and I recommend those really small ones, so that way you can glue it onto the straw so your little squid has eyes. That's awesome. You can do it at this time. You can go ahead and use the Sharpie or your googly eyes and decorate the squid. The next step is go ahead and we're going to repeat it for 2 more so that we can have multiple ones. So I'm going to go ahead and get another one straw, bend it, and since I already know where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and cut it a little smaller the first time. Get our paper clip, connect it. Get the other ones, and this is optional. You do not have to do 3. You can just do 1 squid if you want. You really do not have to do multiple squids. So last one, of course, like I said, it is optional. You do not have to do 3, but I think the kids will have fun making the little squids and decorating them. Okay, last thing is we're gonna go ahead and get our bottle ready. Now, last thing I put is to close the bottle tight. So we're gonna go ahead, attach them, repeat it, and then we're going to add all 3 in the bottle. So let's go ahead and put the 3 in here. I should have had a Gatorade bottle. They all fit. Okay, good. Now we're going to go ahead and close it tight. Now at this point, before you twist it, if you want, you can go ahead and get your glue and put it around, close the lid tight, and then you might want to put some glue on the outside. But now what we're gonna do is always, you're gonna have to add a little more pressure. I've done these with a 2-liter bottle or a liter bottle to where you can hold it gently. And the whole point is to push it to where they don't see that you're pushing it, and you see the diver and they're like, oh, it's magic, how'd they do it? But some of these you might have to put a little more pressure and they're gonna see that you did it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I wanna show you real quick. You're gonna hold on to it and you're gonna apply the pressure and we should hopefully get it down. Now it might take a while because I have 3, but you can see right there. So you have to see, I have to go here. You have to make adjustments when it comes to these because of the bottle. You have to make sure there's enough pressure in here. So make sure the water's full. There goes 1, 2, and 3. And you can hold them. Now that's a first of Miss Victoria because I always usually just do 1 squid, so that is actually pretty awesome for me. So you can see it's real quick and easy. Now if you add 3, as you notice, I had to add a little more pressure as opposed to this one that I did as a sample that I only added 1. And there you go. Didn't take too much pressure, but when you do 3, you're gonna have to add more pressure. So be careful because you want the water to pretty much go to the very top. But when you put those straws in, the squids in, it might push it up higher. So leave a little gap so that once you add the straws, the water may go up a little bit. But close it tight and you're gonna have to just add a little extra pressure on that, okay? Hope you enjoyed it and you have fun with these. You can decorate them if you want. You can also switch it and do the silver, just regular plain paper clips. Didn't try with big ones, so if you're gonna do a big one that's different, that might change it, but change it up, switch it around, all right? I hope you enjoyed it. Now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is to provide you with some library resources. So, here they are. Okay, now these you can find on our website at cctexas.com/library. Of course, click on our library catalog link, or it looks like a blue button. And you can just do a basic search and put science experiments. You can go advanced search and put experiments and engineering, or experiments and edible. You can use those spaces to change it up. That way you'll be a little bit more specific. And you can also select children nonfiction or adult nonfiction. So that way you can break it down directly to what you want. Now you can put these on hold and pick them up curbside, or you can go into the branches now and browse. Make sure that you do call the branch closest to you, or the branch that's close to where you're going to, whichever branch is in that area. Call them, find out their hours, because the browsing hours and curbside hours have changed since now we're open. So check with them to see, hey, what time can I come in and browse, or when is your curbside? Because you might want to prefer just to go and pick up the item, okay? So call the branch and find out their information and get them. Now, you can also do our online digital resources, Access 360 and Hoopla, which you can find on our website if you're using your desktop or laptop. But if you have a smart device, go to your app store, download the 2 apps. It makes it a little easier to do the same thing, search them, but you can put them on a wish list. You can put them on hold, some of them. You can put it as a favorite so you can look at later. And of course, you can just check it out and download it, okay? And it might be a little easier so that way if you did experiments, you can just wipe off if it gets dirty as opposed to the book, okay? So this is really good and quick and easy. People may like, if you're not able to go into the branch, try out our online digital resources, okay? Now, as always, remember to check out our Facebook and YouTube channel, which is Corpus Christi Public Libraries. There we have a list of all the programs the libraries are providing. Now, if you want to break down the ones that we have, make sure that you go to our website, cctexas.com/library, and there you can click on virtual programming, and it breaks down all the programs that the libraries are providing for you all. Now, if it's your first time, make sure to go to the Facebook page, like it, and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel so that way you can be able to look at all the videos. All right. Now, if you need help finding books for science experiments, STEM, for the kids to do, you can use on our website, cctexas.com/library. Use our new online browsing options, new book alerts, author check, and book newsletter. Now, do not forget also our online digital resources, Access 360, and Hoopla. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.